Alice Young Sheldon? Really? You want to be muted? Excuse me? Do you, Chud? Ugh. Well, well, well. Did you know they made Rivals into movie adaptations? Just saw this movie called X-Men First Class and it had Emma Frost in it. That's crazy. I hadn't heard about that. You moron. I legit hadn't seen it. I still haven't. Imagine Bro giggles to himself every time he makes a new starting soon scene. No. Right, where was it? Should watch it. Michael Fassbender is very sexy. Fuck's sake. Oh, the John KFC reel 1 hour ago. He's not bad. Both YouTube chats are actually connected. Sick. Okay. What else? Okay, everyone. I don't know why I just like hit the wall while playing that game, bro. Like how Namor being a merman is completely natural and normal, but his X-Man mutation is that he has wings on his feet. Are we for real? Guys, Namor is the lamest character, bro. They were like, we need our chud Aquaman character, and they made him even more chud. I fear. feel like Namor should have a couple more abilities plus flight. Flight probably makes sense for him. He's such a bare bones kit compared to the rest of the cast. Yeah. All right, let's get step chat in here. Get everyone. Hello, one and all. Okay, guys. Rivals. Don't all be winners. Bro. Some people hate when I point this kind of stuff out. Right, so it's 8:15 now. I'm trying not to have the streams go too late, so see where I get with this yap session. It's more just I saw this post and it actually pissed me off more than I should have. But yeah, I'd like to look at it. I do wonder if I play a quick game, the people arrive. Is it just me, or is there like no light in here? It's very dark. It's a little bit better. How am I doing? Don't give me the intro every time, bro. Log into the game, we made it. Okay. How long are they gonna keep doing chrono boosts, bro? I feel like it's always happening now. Event ends in an hour. Okay. Do a quick little warm-up game. You know that darkness is just reflective of how you feel inside? Yeah, it is. I'm really going through it right now. It was quite a day. Bro, what is that chat? Hello.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
All right. Where is he?
I've seen wonders out there in the cosmos few humans will ever behold.
I now get any chats for people who join? This is not what my settings are set to. Live studio's broken, man. I'd be in a war main. I'd ban him every game.
Winning isn't always about hitting.
Champ Fett in a QP game is foul? Am I allowed to play? Am I allowed to play the game?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Niha.
I know you, Linlier. Something's bothering you. What's up?
I just never expected this whole time stream mess to spill over into Greenland.
Well, you know I've got your back, whether it's at home or out on tour.
Thanks, Sol. You always help me keep cool under pressure.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep. Okay. That chat is insane. Was expecting you to feed on a different character. Thanks, bro. Hey. What? Chud. What the fuck? Ah. What is he doing here? He needs me. Yeah. 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 Where my actual music at? That's right. All reliable. It's bacon here. Is he even in chat? He's dead. You sniped my quick play. We're 3-0.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Now it's showtime.
My team is buns.
That almost hurt.
Last time I played a game where you could swap teams, bro. TF2.
Got my eye on someone welcome. Feeling fantastic.
He's gone. This is just free. They're just the team isn't playing.
Fantastic!
Whoa.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
That's what that looks like. Oh, tier 2, Team Fortress 2 2007 mention. Man vs Machine was such a goated mode, bro.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Mr. Doya yoing off? Hey.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I'm from 2007. Are you a time traveler? Oh dear. I transformed and had 6 health. I've never seen that.
I'm not ready to give up yet.
I'm so old, no way you dropped the same year as the spy. You know what? You actually were you manufactured in 2007? There's so many lasers everywhere, bro. Holy baby. Hello, Bat. How you doing? Manufactured is crazy.
We're vastly outnumbered. Sector 6. Feeling fantastic. Goes a long way.
I remember the hecking chonker memes. I'm old. Bro, isn't that like 10 years? Oh! I remember Domo? What? An MVM like game mode to rivals, no zombies and vampires don't count. True.
I'm more resilient
I can barely remember how it played, but I know I enjoyed it so much. I felt like the progression or whatever, and it was really good. And I felt like it was always like unpopulated, like people weren't really playing it that much. Good God. I did that. Transform, you character. Little brown furry monster? I have no idea what that is. 10 years back when I was peak male body for performance and stairs didn't scare me. Jesus Christ.
Time for my biggest hit. Get that
Every class is 100% viable in MVM. That's like the only gameplay problem with it. Every other part of the game design is peak. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah.
I like the cool.
You would naturally be like an engineer-sided mode, right? Release the Glotch Rocks. Oh, he busted. May I transform? I mean, when I'm Optimus Prime with osteoporosis.
I won't rest until this is solved.
Oh yeah.
Shield? Feeling fantastic.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Well, Optic Fury. She's hurting me. Oops. I did that.
Another epic victory.
Got a big map drive for an upcoming NVM update in the Big 2.6. What? You reckon Luna actually has a driver's license, chat? Driver's license doesn't matter, should be shitted regardless, is crazy. Like, how are you not embarrassed? That's insane. I had to learn on manual. I hated that so much, man. I just despised it. And I can't drive manual now. Like, I just hate it. Almost on my opens. Wow. Getting a driver's license in Australia sounds so ass. Do I have to get a manual license and now I drive a manual car? Ugh! Guys, they automated that. I live in a hill-start city where there's a roundabout at the top of every hill. Whatever the hair is doing tonight, genuinely, I despise it. Alright. Just test this is... Hold on. Please connect, please connect. Excuse me, jeez. Yes, okay. They should fix that, they should. Just flatten the hills. Alright. Gonna have a little yap about something. Just a sec. Okay. Let's go yap session. That's what everyone's here for. Okay. It's a bit bright. That does a bit better. Maybe I'll just let you guys face your eyes on that for a second before. Just guess what I might have a problem with. Oh, I hate this shit, man. This is just a pat yourself on the back post, bro. This is so you can feel smarter than everyone else post. Blah, 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 balance, blah, 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 devs, blah, state of the game, blah, number changes. Indigo, why are you my mod? Tom, thanks for the follow. Mouse. The tank issue. So I'll read it through and then I'll look at my notes. I put a lot of time and effort into that post, thank you. Shut up, bro. Okay, 1.6k upvotes. Mouse. What? What is it? You're gonna come up here. Hey. Meow. Meow. Give me chicken. Give me chicken for dinner. Meow. Meow. That's what she says. Meow. Meow. Kitty. What are you doing? She's so cute. I'll read it through, then I'll respond to stuff. If it was about you, I would have put me off instead of blah. Oh, thanks. I think tanks are really fun in this game. The die brawl meta for the last 4 months has seen quite a bit of variety. Oh, that's good. Cut the rooster. Are we for real? Get the one in the back. Are you pleased? Are you happy with yourself? Multi-time eternity tank main here. So he says. Just do. What? Drop something off? He's just being annoying. Multi-time eternity tank main here. The developers are doing a great job handling the tank role. The issue is beyond their control. 1.6k upvotes. Take it out if you're not willing to put in the work. That's what your mum said to me. As the title says, I have a hit eternity rank, only playing tank multiple times. Today somebody posted something calling tank a humiliation ritual of a class, and this about did it for me. Did what, bro? People act like the devs are out to get tank players. The only valid argument for this is percentage damage being slapped onto every hero for some stupid reason. The rest is all BS. Honorable mention the tenacity system, but alright. The devs have handled the tank role in a way that ensures viability but doesn't break them. At the moment, the worst tank is like low B tier. I argue there are no C, D tier, or F tier tanks right now. I guess that's what makes something balanced, guys. I would argue that most tanks are either A or S tier. There is no Adam Warlock or Widow of the tank role, they are all solid. Despite this, many players don't enjoy tanking. Throughout all of the seasons, it has had its ups and downs, but I've almost never outright hated it. Last season with the State of Dino almost made me quit though, not gonna lie. So what are we here talking about? Like, out of Dino season is a crazy time to make this post. This is where we get into the meat of the, wow, you were just saying things. Yeah, I love this so much. I love this, bro. The player base is the problem. Long story short, it's a skill issue. I don't mean this in a way of tank players are bad. I mean this in the form of anybody on the team, not understanding tank can negatively impact the tanking experience. My biggest gripes while playing tank is 70% of the time, the other 30 being Dino, teammates not understanding how tank works. I don't mean this is they don't understand what the buttons do, because most players do. It's more than that. 1. They don't know how to play a tank. Solo tanking is for some reason accepted as fine. People don't learn how to play a tank because they figure as long as there is one tank it can go alright. Solo tanking is not effective. Learn to play a second and your team is so much better. 2. They don't understand how to capitalize on tank plays. You know all those times you have 4 people looking at you while your whole team is backed up playing spectator? That is what I'm talking about. DPS who never sees the opportunity to get in there while the pressure is off them. Supports who run and hide while the tank gets murked by 5 people because someone looked in their direction. Divers who never dive with you but just do their own thing. That's the problem. As tank you could take the hits, you're forcing cooldowns and resources, but without proper help or follow-up it all goes down the drain. Players don't understand that their tank leads the plays, and they do their own thing instead of capitalizing on opportunities literally handed to them by their tank. 3. They don't understand where tank value comes from. Tank value oftentimes doesn't come from the scoreboard. With less KO potential than most DPS, you don't get as much as final hits. Sorry, you don't... Mouse! You don't get as much final hits, you tend to get less damage, and damage blocked really doesn't show what you did. You could block a fight-changing stun, and all the scoreboard shows is 50 damage blocked. You could block a bunch of Punisher shots down main during neutral and get thousands of damage blocked. The scoreboard doesn't show what value you're bringing, and since teammates don't understand this, they flame you despite you doing your job very well. When cat players have 4 people staring at them while they jump around, they aren't doing damage, securing kills, hell they aren't even taking much damage, but they're creating crazy opportunities for their team. Many games I will be distracting like 3 people for extended periods of time during a fight. My team will lose the 3v5 I created for them and then blame me for having no kills. Sure, I didn't have the kills, but I set you up for a free fight win. You lost and now my play was worthless because you suck. Long story short, the point I'm trying to make is that tank isn't miserable to play for some reason because the devs hate it. Other than giving so many heroes unnecessary % damage, they balance tanks really well. Nothing the devs can do without just making tank OP will make people want to play it. Look how that went. It's better teammates and understanding of tank that will ultimately make tank better to play. Well, you're not finding those better teammates in Eternity, bro, so what do you think the problem actually is? Like, come on, man. What is this post? The issue I'm having is that it's just like half of it is like a regurgitation of drivel. Like, there is a lot to go through here, bro. If you exclude why tank is bad, then tank isn't bad. Yeah, bro. I might just off the cuff respond to, like, go through it and respond to stuff, and then I'll look at my script. The issue is beyond their... we can just start at the heading. The developers are doing a great job handling the tank role. The issue is beyond their control. This is absolutely asinine. You have no understanding of what's going on. Especially as someone who's supposed to understand space and people not capitalizing on it. Whatever. Do you understand the knock-on effect of there being too much healing and too much damage in the game? It's the tank role and people's perception of it. Like, they are the recipients of all that healing and all that damage, and most of the time they're shoehorned into being an anchor that sits at the front and, with little wiggle room, does a bit of back and forth, kind of superfluous, pointless resource trades, and you sit there. And people don't like that. As the title says, I've hit Eternity rank only playing tank multiple times. The problem I have with this whole opening, right, is this post is basically like getting viewed, and his views are also sort of, he's bulletproofing them against his own argument, basically, because he's just appealing to Eternity. Like, he's saying all this stuff about people and their perception of how you play, but it sounds like he kind of just plays the way he likes. And if the team is not playing around him, he doesn't change. It's kind of what I'm seeing. How you doing, Mike? Okay. Today somebody posted something calling tank a humiliation ritual of a class, and this about did it for me. Is that because he didn't agree, or because he disagreed? Is that it? I think so. People act like devs are out to get tank players. Guys, like, yes. Like, I'm sorry, there's obvious favoritism. Like, this is just blatantly true. I'm sorry. Like, they tried to have the Gambit level broken tank, and it couldn't exist in the game. Dino's gone. Alright, he's not how he was. It degraded everything. Right? All the games were about it. A massive stat stick, massive stat checker. There was no depth to the hero at the same time, which was not helpful. And he also degraded the tank role itself. Because not only did you have probably people migrating to the tank role to play this busted OP hero, right? So that means, you know, if it's someone on Dino and you're the other tank, then you have someone who's maybe kind of clueless on Dino. He was just that broken. It was probably successful anyway. But he was a tank buster. If you weren't on Dino, you were having a shit time because Dino was killing you. That is like the most out to get tank players, like, presenting tanking experience. Only valid argument for devs being out to get tanks is this percentage damage being slapped onto every hero for some stupid reason. The rest is all BS. That's a big deal, man. Tank busting is... Heroes are getting shoehorned into just tank busting. Or they just get a free tank busting tool that's very easy to apply, like Cyclops. That's a big deal. That's like, you're now unable to take space if that hero has that resource available. Mouse. The devs have handled the tank role in a way that ensures viability but doesn't break them. We just saw that they didn't do that. They failed to do that. That was Dino. Right? Angela completely fell off. There is a seeming like boom and bust cycle of tanks that just don't get played. Rogue is terrible without the team up. Gets played a little bit more now. Just give me a sec, actually. Let's see. Like, what are we doing, bro? Thing, Thor, Penny. Like, those three are Angela. Yeah, Angela, Rogue, Thing, Thor, Penny. Most seasons, they're iffy. Like, Angela's great high up. Let me boost the rank 1 OCE fan. Hello, Trapped. I'm yapping, if you're there. All right. I argue there are no C, D tier, or F tier tanks right now. You could argue that there are C tier ones. I would argue most tanks are A tier or S tier. There's no Adam Warlock or Widow at the tank role. I'd say that's probably Penny, actually. They're all solid. This is just a, yeah, ranked is my experience, and ranked in Eternity is my experience, and that's the game. Like, okay. Does any of this scream balance to you? Like, the role is power crept. Matchups against all these tank heroes have gotten super bad. Like, average player base, Thing gets picked, you can't play anything, dive. That's it. That's it. It turns your hero off. Okay, despite this, many players don't enjoy tanking throughout all the seasons. It has its ups and downs, but I've almost never outright hated it. Last season with the State of Dino almost made me quit, though, not gonna lie. I mean, if you almost quit, that's you hating it, bro. Like, that's it. It's like either you hate it or you get to the point of indifference, but if you put the game down, that's effectively what the line is. We're talking between, like, the good, the best, or the fun people are having, and then they drop the game. Like, that's where we're between in a talk about the game being balanced. Like... This made me question what truly is the problem, and I've come to a conclusion. How long did you question it, bro? The player base is the problem. This just screams like a very preliminary assessment. This is my anecdotal experience, and I don't like when people are annoying in my ranked games, because one of the points is essentially people don't use the scoreboard well, which is a universal problem that has nothing to do with tanks. Like, it can affect them in a unique way, but it's the problem applies across roles. Like, I don't mean this in a way of tank players are bad. I mean this in the form of anybody on the team not understanding tank can negatively impact. He's not insulting their skill, he's insulting their intelligence, chat. He knows the problem. Do you think Cyclops needs nerfs? Yeah, a little bit. Very common, the Panic main was rank 1 recently. Yeah, there's always going to be an example of a rank 1 and an off-meta hero. If you can have an outlier to every rule, it doesn't mean you can have no rules. Biggest gripes while playing tank 70% of the time, the other 30 being a dino. Teammates not understanding how tank works. Okay, let's go one by one. One, they don't know how to play tank. Solo tanking for some reason, except it's fine. People don't learn how to play a tank because they figure as long as they're one tank, it can go all right. Solo tanking is not effective. Learn to play a second and your team is so much better. That's great. You're already selected as a player who probably enjoys a bit more self-sacrifice, or, as you can kind of see in the language of this, feeling a bit smarter than other people. People don't want to play tank, bro. Yeah, it can be optimal. Have you truly learned that players want to do what's optimal in Rivals? Really? There is a significant number of players that want to play what they want to play, bro. Like, particularly you see this come apart when it comes to picking a tank. Why? Because tank is the least fun in this game, bro. It just is. It's a dirty job. It's a dirty job in a lot of games. Uniquely in Rivals, it has its own problems that make it a dirty job. And I would say first and foremost, why tank feels the way it does is because the level of damage and healing in this game. They get shoehorned into really dogshit positions and gameplay loops that are just stale as hell, super self-flagellation. You are just at the front with no agency, but you're there to stop the coming like tide of infinite health enemy heroes. And you just gotta stand. Like, meanwhile, someone can fire off 78 dashes on Panther, and they have no responsibility for the team losing the objective. People don't want that experience. They don't want to play that, right? And that is a natural conclusion that thousands of consumers have made through their own experience playing this game because of the systems within the game and the experience that is offered in the product. People are going to put it down if they're forced to do that, and they have. Issues beyond the devs' control my ass. They don't understand how to capitalize on tank plays. This is a game sense thing. This is a tanking experience frustration, and he's kind of outlining a reason why people wouldn't play tank. Other people don't understand how to capitalize on tank plays. You know all those times you have 4 people looking at you while your whole team is backed up playing spectator? That's what I'm talking about. DPS who never sees the opportunity to get in there while the pressure's off them. Supports who run and hide while the tank gets murked by 5 people because someone looked in their direction. Divers who never dive with you but just do their own thing. That's the problem. As a tank, you take the hits, you're forcing cooldowns and resources, but without proper help or follow-up, it all goes down the drain. Players don't understand their tank leads the plays, and they do their own thing instead of capitalizing on opportunities literally handed to them by their tank. This is a frustration you have as a tank player about other players on your team. What does this have to do with people thinking tank is a humiliation ritual of a class? That kind of is what you're describing. Like all your plays and effort going down the drain because people don't follow up? Yes. Common experience. I've written notes about specifically why the game feels like this a lot. I'll get to my notes. They don't understand where tank value comes from. Tank value oftentimes doesn't come from scoreboard. Blah, blah, blah. It's space, is what he says. Many games I'll be distracting like 3 people for extended periods of time during a fight. My team will lose the 3v5 I created for them and then blame me for having no kills. Sure, I didn't have the kills, but I set you up for a free fight when you lost and now my play is worthless because you suck. A lot of the time in these situations, I've had this a lot on Mr. F because he kind of does a lot of that space making shit, right? This is like 100% like this happens all the time, yes, right? But if I get 2 and die and I lose a 3v5 and I have that experience regularly, I need to figure out how to stop dying in that situation. Because at the end of the day, essentially, you're a key player and you're dying and it's losing you a fight. Even if you get 2, it's like he's referring to, you know, the 3v5 he created to them. Sorry for them, whilst saying scoreboard is not telling the whole story. Like, essentially the tangible numbers that he can point to and say, this is me doing something good, not winning him the game, is frustrating him. And that's the exact same thing he's describing other people are doing when they're like, pull up the scoreboard and say, hey, you suck, you're the reason we're losing. Like, long story short, the point I'm trying to make is that tank is miserable to play, but for some, because the devs hate it, man, can you try to understand why people say the devs hate it? They are the butt of the joke of the game, pretty much. Like, the balance decisions, the hero releases, it all, like, fizzles out. The pressure release is the tank roll. And it's kind of, it's not in an enjoyable state for a lot of people. Other than giving so many heroes unnecessary percentage damage, huge issue. They balance tanks really well. Didn't spend much time on that. He just said you can play many of them. Right? You can play the whole tank roster, apparently, and people still don't want to pick it up. Do you want to contend with that? Nothing the devs can do without just making tank OP will make people want to play it. Well, they made people want to play Dano and actually made tanks not want to play the role at all. It's better teammates and understanding of tank that will ultimately make tank better to play. Like, you're in Eternity games, and people apparently aren't educated to make tank work within the framework of the game. Like, what do we need, a referee in the game? Do we need a referee on each team for this to finally start working? Something within the game has to change. All the tanks are viable, people just can't be happy. Fix SR and it's done. That's your experience of the game. I feel like even 5v5 tank in Overwatch feels more enjoyable than tank in Marvel Rivals. I'm divided though, so I don't know. I disagree. I feel like they're actually like... It feels like they're both on different ends of the extreme that they feel so similar. Like, it's very, like, stare at each other, wait till someone messes up in both games, despite the format difference, because the power creep is just so fucking insanely high. I would say of all the tanks, probably Venom gets to have the most fun, as in you actively get to do stuff very frequently. Despite getting, like, shredded by a few heroes. JQ is significantly more fun than any Rivals tank. I was a Junker Queen one trick, and the balance changes they kept making to the game kind of drove me out. I couldn't do it anymore. I think it's sort of like, it's summarized in the new sub role passives they have. For God's sake!
Добре сердечный. Возвращение народу. Один.
They gave Junker Queen this, like, the Stalwart passive, which I think is less knockback.
Take everything.
To me, that was a fundamental misunderstanding of what that hero, what was enjoyable about that hero. As the balance moved from, like, launch, when she was 425 HP, she got moved more and more into this, like, hybrid mini Reinhardt, and she was just never built for it. It was never what was fun about the hero. You know, it's skill expression and maneuverability and all of this, and essentially she's just shoehorned into being this, like, shout bot that sits there, does nothing, waits for someone to mess up, and just fishes for knives exclusively. Committing for axes is kind of like, on that hero now, if you're playing the game correctly, essentially it feels like your axe isn't an ability you use. Like, if you do everything right and a fight goes well, basically you kind of just knife the right target and shoot them. There's never an optimal place to put your axe. You probably use it to stack some heal on a tank, because there's a layer of cooldowns when something starts going right for you guys that you're going to be the one peeling off, and you can never full combo someone. And when you start telegraphing your axe is when those cooldowns come out. So you never want to do it, because you just get punished for it all the time. It's just like a whole, like, you never access the fantasy of that hero anymore, it feels like. It just doesn't happen, bro. It doesn't feel like it used to, remotely. I hate it. I felt it the most when Season 9 happened, and they made the changes to armor and headshot damage at the same time. And it turned all these skill matchups with tanks into Queen into she always loses. And that became like, oh boy. Hog was the big number one that you felt immediately. It turned from you could keep him at bay to he just walks at you for free. That was horrible. That was really, like... anything with armor could just walk at Queen. Was really terrible. Because they moved it back to the old armor system. Essentially to just stop shotguns shredding tanks. Even though hers was never that high damage. Yeah. Anyway, I digress, though. Season 9 was a terrible change. Yeah, I think it was just, like, fundamentally for what I really enjoyed about Overwatch is Season 9 was something to make the game shallower, basically. And I think that was really when they started, like, full steam ahead into what Overwatch 2 is. And I think what Overwatch 2 is that they keep adding breadth and reducing the depth. And it's a very Marvel Rivals direction. But Rivals had that from the get-go as their sort of identity, in a way. Yeah. Subs and DPS can afford to not capitalize on good tank play because they have too many tools. Dude, precisely. That's what I wrote down pretty much. I was too busy playing TTRPGs to be playing a lot of Rivals games. Okay, I'm going to go through it with my notes. It's already been like half an hour, so yeah, it's a good topic then, I guess. Okay. I consider this post... it's a good way to start it. What would be a good hook? The devs are doing a... Yeah. The devs are doing a great job handling the tank role. The player base is the problem. I would consider this to be incomplete framing at best, and realistically very incorrect. Here's an example. Basically, it kind of hinges a bit on a skill issue. I think this is kind of... this could be worded better, because I think two of the points literally work against him, but... basically, he says it's a skill issue. People need to understand tank better, teams in general, so that tanks in general will have a more enjoyable time. You know, when he has a lot of anecdotal experience with teams not syncing up with what he's doing to create space, and it's a very grating and unenjoyable thing, right? And that's kind of on the teams that you're with, you know, to pick up what you're putting down as the tank, because you're, you know, the front line, right? And he calls it a skill issue. Problem solved, guys. Just hit eternity. Get this man on the dev team. When you design an iPad and old people can't use the thing, when one of them painstakingly learns how to use it with considerable effort, that doesn't mean the problem is just solved because one person gets over the skill issue. You let them make the icons bigger. You make it more accessible to people who get selected out of the user base. I chucked third point in after that. I need to put third point down. Okay. Point 1. They don't know how to play a tank. Solo tanking is for some reason accepted as fine. People don't learn how to play a tank because they figure as long as there is one tank, it can go all right. Solo tanking is not effective. Learn to play a second and your team is so much better. Yes, this is correct, right? People don't want to do it. People don't care to learn tank because it's not as rewarding. Tanks in Rivals are designed as perma-damage sponges, which is rarely fun. Rarely fun, not really fun. The most fun thing to do in so many of the tank's kits is often sacrificed in order to anchor and frontline. This means that the skill floor players have to enjoy self-sacrificing and throw away the fun, shiny tools that the devs were like jingling the keys with to get them to play these new heroes, you know? Rogue can do all these combos. If you've played her, it feels like in the average game most of the time, if you combo, unless your game sense was on point, which in the average game it's not going to be, committing all your abilities means you're a sitting duck and you're dead. You're Rogue. What does she have? Hands. She's a poke victim. There are so many amazing hero kits in the tank role, and they don't really get to use them in a way that players would find fun. They are there to unintuitively read into pressure and space in a way that people don't find as enjoyable. And you're also kind of the butt of the joke. You're taking damage, making space, etc., etc. But it's by getting less positive experience, basically, that is offered to you in the other roles. They keep adding tank busters to the game, including to the tank role, is also not really gone over here. He does mention percentage-based damage, but I would go further to say tank busters in general. It happened with Dino, which he does mention. He said he almost quit, but that doesn't seem to hold a lot of water, or he doesn't give it a lot of weight in what he's saying, which is kind of crazy. Wolverine, Iron Fist... Black Cat had percentage damage. Cyclops ult shreds anything with a high HP bar or anything with HP at all. His beam as well. Moon Knight in general. Phoenix. Pun. Bucky just works against tanks too. Who else, bro? There's so many. Thing. Thor can kidnap half the tanks. Like... Okay. Alright, point 2. They don't understand how to capitalize on tank plays. This is where he talks about teammates just play passive when you have 4 people looking at you. DPS never sees the opportunity to get in there when the pressure is off them. Supports run and hide while the tank gets murked by 5 people because someone looked in their direction. Divers never dive with you but just do their own thing. That's the problem. As a tank, you take hits, force cooldowns and resources, but without proper help or follow-up, it all goes down the drain. This is true, right? But the devs have baked passive play into the foundation of this game. This issue is not beyond the control of the devs. Super high healing, oppressive defensive ults, and a very static neutral game. People do nothing until ults are ready, and it's pretty much a waiting game of who messes up first. Think about late night games when everyone's tired. I know a lot of you have probably experienced this. Happens every time I play too late. But when everyone's tired, all the games go on really long. They last like 30 minutes, bro, I swear to God. Because the hard thing to do in Rivals is speed the game up. Alt tracking, staging, angling is all a lot more difficult than the 90% effective, sitting on main, soaking up heals, waiting for ults, and just punish an overextension. Just play reactively. That is what these high healing numbers do. And ults that are this powerful do. You just play passively and react to something by taking all the space away from them with an ult. You know, someone's 2 meters forward, I just got ult, that's now effectively 20 meters forward, I ult, they're dead, we win the fight. Like, third point here, kinda has nothing to do with anything. This is him venting about like his own experience of people not understanding scoreboard, which is like fine, yeah, it's part of it. I don't think it's uniquely like tank centered as an issue. I think it creates issues for all the roles just in different ways. And to be honest, this is an argument for why people wouldn't want to play tank. Yeah, like they get blamed when they don't have inflated stats. Yes. Scoreboard problem, sure. It's more so this times the responsibility of playing tank and the self-sacrificing aspect of it. You'll self-sacrifice for the benefit of others, and then you'll be the recipient of all the scoreboard confusion and misdirection that causes people to be toxic to each other, right? So it's probably a pretty central experience. But that's why people wouldn't want to play it. Okay, so all in all, the devs do not balance tanks well. Just because you can play several of them
You follow on.
doesn't mean that plays out realistically. The player base genuinely needs Magneto to always be good, because half the time you cannot solo on any other tank, and that is the experience across so many of the ranks. Just because they are of comparable power level to each other does not mean they are comprehensively balanced. They have become uninteractive and power crept each other as time has gone on. Season 5 patch 7 or 5? 5. Where they buffed every tank, gave Groot unstoppable, half reworked the thing, all of that. Still feeling the effects of that. Changed so many matchups in a way that was, in my opinion, pretty horrible. You know, I think just upping the strength of heroes like Thor, who just turned into Giga Kidnap bot again. There's no pressure release valve for the for the Groot. Basically, what you do against that, because you can kidnap him anymore, especially on solo games or just ladder, is you just pick more poke slop. Like, all these power creep changes really felt like they were just shoehorning the entire place more towards picking high range damage, and it did have that effect, in my opinion. And that's the balance of the entire game, bro. Like, that came from directly buffing tanks. Look what happened when they introduced an OP tank, right? What happened? He killed all the other tanks, made tank miserable. Got people to play Dino, didn't get people to play tank or convert to the tank role, because he didn't make the tank role fun or anything. Like, the goal is, yes, you got to make fun tanks. Absolutely. But I don't think Dino was that fun. He's a stat stick. There's no depth to him. You got to introduce fun tanks, but you also got to make the tank role fun. They can't just be anchors for 90% of players. That's just it. They just stand there and get tortured for 90% of players. That's the experience for most people. That's why. People don't want to do that. It's not their fault. It's not an indictment on them as a person. They're playing a game. Oh, wow, this is mentally exhausting. I'm going to stop doing this mentally exhausting thing. It's that simple. You know, they're not me. They're not getting paid or doing content, you know, and I feel fucking obligated. People can just drop it. You know? That went on a bit. Let me respond to chat. Marvin Rifles. Thank you, Indy. Remove half the CC in the game. True. I didn't even get into tenacity, but that's just an anti-tank thing. It just shits them out when they start hitting a combo. Why suffer on mag when you can play cute little shark? Exactly. I have an actual job. I don't want to log on to another after. Yeah. Never heard of bad gals take. My God. Had a hell or a Gene Dino is super fried. A solution existing doesn't mean it's a fun one. What do you think would make tank fun for most people? There needs to be less damage and healing in the game. I think in general. I do believe that the number one thing that will make it easier is less immediately accessible high range damage. It's just like look at Bucky. Like from the start of the game, you could pick Bucky as a tank buster, just straight up, right? But the hero's a combo hero. He's like a short mid-range combo hero. So why is it I can stand on main and get 90% of his value by just holding left click at the tanks? It is insane amounts of pressure. And there are so many heroes like that. They're so accessible. They changed tenacity to trigger after 9 instead of 6. Didn't even tell anyone. Excuse me? Also, the metal ranks Squirrel Girl and Iron Man. Exactly. When you go to higher ranks, Punisher and Moon Knight make tanking hard, require low skill, cheap bolts, and require DPS to switch to deal with them. Yeah. I think what will make tanking fun is the game letting people know how to play the tank role first. It's truly like the incentive to play tank. It just needs to be there, bro. They shadow change tenacity. What the f... Why didn't they list it? Each season, tanks get banned each season. 2 to 3 per season are rotated in bans. DPS and supports ban Penny, Groot, and others expect people to only play Max Strange. Yeah. I feel like that part relies on a lot of communication on the team. Cyclops beam is a percent based on his ult. The true tank buster is Wolf and Iron Fist partially. They're like, no, that's like the only thing those heroes do. 26 separate DPS. Honestly, look, man, you can say all this about how you can do it and everything, but this was also a problem in Overwatch that they never attempted to solve, and then they started putting band-aids over every system in the game, and now it's this like spider's web of things that don't quite work right, and now the whole game is like this angle slop game that wasn't sort of what I got into it for. The simplest solution is to make more tanks, man. Not all of them are going to work. A lot of them are going to miss. But I mean, like the writing is on the wall. How many DPS we got? 26? How many supports we got? Similar to the number of tanks, which is about half of what we have at DPS. That's just it, bro. The experience of this product, what they do with this product, and what they plan to do as a business, year in, year out, is to optimize engagement in a seasonal cycle by introducing content per season. And they want to bring spikes of players back to get them engaged and get them in the shop when they release new content on those seasons. And half the time, that content is DPS. And that means over time, less people getting just repeat exposure to trying the tank role. Less variety for the tank role, same for support. And more incentives to play DPS. Also when the DPS kits are super bloated and power crept. Like, that's just it, bro. Then there can be all these other changes, balance-wise, blah, blah, blah. All my content's about balance, so I talked about a lot of different things. Like, a lot of what I've said there. I'm pretty anti-power creep. I think that's a big issue, and that's one of the reasons. But more tanks helps, bro. Do we know when the next tank is going to be added? Nope. Supports get more skins than tanks too. Yeah. It could make even one fun, but actually fair main tank, it'd really... It'd help. Thinking is mangled this season for sure. You load in 3 DPS lock in, like, okay. Yeah. Mr. F should have been tank. I disagree. I like the hybrid designs. I think that's kind of what's quite special about these games. I don't agree with taking characters and putting them in the tank role, or, you know, this next hero who should obviously be a DPS should just be a tank, like Cyclops, right? It could have worked, but I think no other character in Marvel is going to be the laser eyes hero. I think he was going to be a DPS, bro. It's just the timing. Cyclops, I think, works. I think it should have just been later, and they should have been another tank in his place. Darwin would make a good goddamn tank for Marvel Rivals. Charles Darwin? Make them have more damage makes the DPS roll obsolete. Yeah, it's a fine line. Buffing characters like Punisher over 5 seasons. Yeah. I feel like as well... It's like you can see when they balance stuff, it's like they have several schools of thought, and it's either one dev or a couple, or maybe it's just a taste of one dev. But Hitscan has its own internal balancing, like balance monitoring. It's like they never let one Hitscan fall further that much from the others. And you can see them like staying sort of together, and they try to keep that happening. And I worry that they do these internal balancing acts for types of heroes and let balancing the entire game go to the wayside a bit. Like, keeping Punisher up and keep buffing him up to keep him up to speed with the Hela and Phoenix that was constantly being picked isn't good for the interactions he has with tanks. And that's pretty important to consider so that you avoid making that mistake. And it feels like it just isn't considered. You know, oh, damn, he really shreds tanks. More HP to the tanks, I guess. Oh, tanks are walking over the backline constantly. More healing to the supports, I guess. Like, how did you make this mistake? Anyway, let's go lose. That dude tank. Here's a prediction.
It's time to predict.
Do I add Singapore? We'll see what we got. You can literally do anything: turret, AR, shotgun dive, zipline, and smoke movement, and being able to track through walls. Yeah, and higher ranks will kind of disagree with it. Like, his ult's good. It's a very good ranked ultimate, I'd say. But, you know, his hitbox just loses him duels on angles that higher ranked players will contest on the other hit scan that win duels better. And it's just like, oh yeah, the hero's not good because the slot is taken by something that's better. Yeah, but that's not the experience of most players. It's kind of like, well, the issues they will have with the hit scan up there will benefit everyone anyway, and downplaying, you know, Punisher being a problem from other people doesn't help anyone. And he doesn't need to be more viable for them because they probably hate it. I put all my channel points into you winning once again. Thank you. Put 6-7 into you losing once again. All right. We can gamble. It's on Purple app. I'm not upset that Cyclops is a DPS. They really shouldn't have gutted tanks. You mean in the same patch, like killing Dino, or he shouldn't be so good against them? I don't get the poll. If my team is bad, if you think the team will be bad, vote yes. If you don't think so, vote no. Not reading my hero concept? Darwin is an X-Men who can adapt instantly to things so he could mitigate a lot so he could require less healing. Huh. There's probably some hero design that you could figure out that does something like receives less healing, does less damage, but has a significant space-taking ability. So someone who can be a bit independent and like take raw space, not through a shield or something. I'm thinking about like... I haven't thought it out, but I'd be interested to see what kind of ability you could give to a tank that stops them being healed, but allows them to do something. And it probably wouldn't be an increase in damage, because it's the tank role, and they have too much health. You know, if they reach past this point of doing this amount of damage, then either they have to be really slow and not mobile, or you can't give it to them.
Which hero do you think?
Because they got 800 health. Oh, that does the most damage in the game? All they do is walk forward.
I've seen wonders wonders out there in the cosmos few humans will ever be.
Heal mitigation is a kit mechanic. Would that be too busted? Well, they're scared of it on Blade, but here's a whole different conversation. On a tank, it's probably... I doubt they'd put it into the base kit. It's on Venom's ult, but that's his ult. No, something, yeah. I wonder if there could be some ability for a tank that basically, like, it drains their own health at a set rate. Maybe it's like 50 per second. But they can't take any more damage. Like, that's all the damage they'll take. So they can drain their own health and they won't get healed. But they're essentially immortal during that time. So their health will tick down and they can only do it for so long. And they won't get healed. So it can only ever be done for a set amount of time. But that will allow them to, like, walk forward and take space if there's too much damage coming in, right? Does that skin say Dr. Cat? It does!
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Trapped. We locking? Am I locking Adam?
I will bring peace to this universe, no matter the cost.
Does that dude
I've
tank
seen
one?
Wonders out there in the cosmos few humans will ever behold.
Round 1, go!
Alright.
My ultimate goal is simple. Solve everything. So, let's get started.
That would be dope, maybe Sandman. Yeah, maybe, actually, Sandman would work for that.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Because I feel like something like that probably makes sense. Like, you just bleed yourself, and it's something that's super risky. But if it stops you taking any more damage, and you just lose 50 per second, and you have like 800 health, that could be like... I kind of really like that idea.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mickey Mouse team confirmed. My friend quit because he's tired of certain characters being totally immortal like Star-Lord. Being able to mag dump, then iframe and run away like nothing happening. He's an Emma main? Yeah, I mean, you don't get to interact with quite a few heroes and a lot of tanks, to be honest. That's another part of that whole tank conversation as well, is like a good amount of tanks. Like if you have a certain place to, or if you like brawl more, you are genuinely not going to interact with some heroes in the game almost ever. Like from your POV, they just have more in their kit. They just do things better. Gonna lose everything on this game, aren't I? I need to lock in.
Feeling fantastic.
Setting Luna, 3, 2, 1.
We've been discovered.
There's no rig on those cycles? No, bro! He's bossing. Okay. I did that.
I am ready to put on a show.
Frick! No way, I'm out. Adding so much X-Men. Actually true. Stop doing that, might fix the tank roll. He's ulting now. He's alive. Yes! My god.
Only 60 seconds left.
I love this map. This is actually impossible. Holy bro. I've almost got my fantastic ult, guys. I could win with it. They're gonna lure on me.
Down to 30 seconds.
If we win these.
Get that beam moving again.
Still got an edge.
The final 10 seconds.
No, bro. I hate that hero.
No winner yet. Going to overtime.
Sending Luna. 3, 2, 1.
I am ready to put on a show.
God, she's back to life, bro. Think I left? Of course. He's him? He's actually him? Oh god, I can't stay in, I'm dead. I'm rezzed. This is a nightmare. No, bro! That rocket ult might have been the one.
0.
Not the touching good.
0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. The right heroes could make all the difference.
This is slop. This is slop. I'm not gonna hold on this hero.
Humans will ever be
Did we have a Cyclops? I guess I'm playing it, bro. I'd be better off on Bucky.
Victory is in my sight.
On Bucky. They keep buffing the tank's bulges, it will bring in more players.
Round 2. Go.
Hell yeah. Blasting through.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Me on my way to the potty.
It's never a good sign when we both show up to the same party, Doc. Agreed.
You got the package I'm receive. Really? The tanks are perfectly balanced in House Flipper too.
I'm
Battle starts in 5, 4,
No.
1.
They just kept me up. I ignored both tanks. Oh! We stepped back and I didn't live this time. Sydney even go to eternity? I swear that region is ass. I don't know, bro. I also hate Singapore. I think that's it.
Gallus, am I the better D tier player? Am I the better D tier character player?
Final score 0-1.
Oh, yeah.
Can we fantastic 1v1?
You did nothing, so yes.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
You low-key look like Cyclops? I have glasses. The 4 and 4. You lost to everything? Oh my god, minus 60. Prediction complete. Here's another prediction. It's time to predict. I can't believe it. Look at me go. The 4 and 4 MVP. Play with all the Aussie pros, bro. They're sell bots. I can't lie. I feel like this game is quite accessible. Wait. You know what? Let's add it in. I feel like essentially
I take everything.
I do admire the people who are on teams or pro players of this game because I feel like being able to stick with it is... Oh, there's two ways you can see it. Is that essentially you're grinding at something that feels really monotonous.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
And that will take its toll, so the dedication is admirable. Or the social structure around it and the ability to compete makes it at a baseline way more enjoyable because of something external you've added in, and that's probably more true.
Now,
Bit of both.
who am I gonna banish from this match?
Up 96k. Oh my god, 1%. Do I have infinity points? I'm the bank. From Australia? Yeah. Thoughts on Gears of War EA Day? I actually haven't seen anything. I didn't watch anything about it. Take everyone back to Modern Warfare 2 era. Let's all just hash it out. Play a deadlock game. It's actually insane how people's demons come out in that game, and you can have said nothing to them. You get like 20 minutes in. I had someone telling me to go back to Dota. I'm like, who? He was fighting his own demons.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Who the f is that?
I've seen wonders
All right.
out there in the cosmos few humans will ever behold.
I'll wear the pants on this team. Ooh.
Round 1, go!
Who is this creature?
30 seconds before you attack.
I think we
Get
lost.
Do we have a tank? I can't pick up tank to attack on Dracula's castle. Oh, he's Emma. Oh, it's alright. I'll be, oh my god.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
I'm so glad I queued Singapore.
2, 1.
And you know people are getting really toxic on my very quickly, bro.
That's unplayable.
Oh, wow. 2 tanks. Penny, Emma, Elsa Bloodstone. Hey! Oh, come on, bro. Can we hit that headshot afterwards, please? Spidey's done it. Probably rezzed. It's rezzed. Was debating if I should stream Deadlock tonight. 2 unbearable losses. The plasma's exploding. When? Nice. Ow. Stop pressing E. Hand glows don't get healed. Get a shot. There he's coming for me. Oh! Are we walking yet? Actually pooed on hold. Oh my god, bro. When I just left click, I don't hit anything. I don't need rest. Exam tomorrow, but I'd rather watch the GOAT. Fail it. Don't fuck with gallywags, we're all dropouts. Oh, yeah. Oh. Agnes, no! Of course the kid Agnes. I hope my child grows up to be old. Like, what? Yeah. No, the best Fanta one trick on our team. I gotta res at some point, bro. Wait, I might actually be him. What was he eating? He was eating. Ow. Doesn't everyone hope their child grows up to be old? No, I mean like they want their child to be an old person. Now. Yeah, this kid looks like he's got osteoporosis. Oh, God. I guess I'm invisible. I think he ulted me in real life. Is that a res beacon? We lost. I can't say that name. I wouldn't know.
The final 10 seconds. Get that vehicle moving again. Nowhere yet. Going to overtime.
Oh! He loves to stay in, bro.
Us against the world. I am Phoenix.
Well, I did what I could.
The current score is 1-2-0.
Agnes Tachyon is a horse from a horse game,
Time
it
to
seems.
switch things up, including which
Shout out
side
horses.
you're on. The right heroes could make all the difference.
I'm feeling like a beast of burden right now.
No matter the cost.
Oh, pick me, please.
I feel like there's not a cure-all in this situation. Not just a horse game, an anime horse girl game. Scribe, how do you know that?
Round 2, go.
Don't worry, guys, I take the blame. Thank you.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Why's Black Cat banned? She's honest now? Oh, true, actually. What?
Flock. I will bring peace.
Oh, we're in, we can't read patch notes low.
Had said before, but you're welcome to disagree if you wish.
I'm scanning your thoughts right now.
We have a charity case in the chat.
Reading a quantum equation.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Clifford! Thank you for the gifted. Can I get a W for Clifford?
From securing the mission area.
That's a dog's name.
There they are. Thanks so much. A nice deep cylinder bomb.
Jesus. Nice. He used his shift to go up there and then die to mines. Bro. Oh my god. I saved the day? Why would I expect anyone else to? The incentive is literally to not bother, since they increase the HP that much. No one's ever in a situation where they're all shooting it. No, bro. I feel like that's probably the most I can do. Is it magic ult now? I think that's probably it. And they're definitely going to steamroll this point.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
I love Phoenix. Enjoy hell! I should collab with McDonald's so we can have Ultron, Adam Widow, and Black Panther in McDonald's worker uniforms. Bro! The Macca's job application emote would be so sick, bro. Oh my god. Galley's doing what he can. I love DP. Moonstone Macca's uniform skin with me, the most vile Gooner skin of all time. Jesus. Zinky, you were visionary though. It would have 3 recolors. For some reason, one of them's like light blue. Another one is like neon vomit. And then there's the actual one. There he is. I don't know what's happening over there in Singapore. Hold on. So I don't piss the seat in protest. Well, it's going well, isn't it? This is where we should churn. It's 2 losses. What do you think, chat? Fillet of fish, Jeff? Oh yeah, they'd put just Jeff in a hot dog bun, and that would be the skin. But also Jeff in the Macca's worker outfit fit. He'd probably have both. It'd be like the business skin where you can mix and match all the parts. I think Guangguan just gave us the worst possible teammates he could. We just got abused. Wanda should be in the Arby's collab because I hate her. I'm gonna play Expedition 33 so bad. It's a really good game. Cents for Adam. One more. If we lose, I'm not playing anymore. It's 1.55. Couldn't even win with the Bacon Boost SMH. I got him in the Booster C. Stranger Matt can't be in any collab because they're as basic as white bread. Same with C&D. Guys, come on. We all know that if there was ever a collab, it's going to be 4 skins. And they are going to be Luna, Invis, White Fox, and Phoenix. My bad, and Psylocke. It's going to be Psylocke, Luna, Invis, White Fox. Venom 2. Luna, Invis, Jeff, Spidey. Ooh. Went to go defend Beach-tastic skin. I'm glad.
TV.
Did you hear Liz's voice and come and jump up on the desk? Yeah. Is that your tail? Guess whose tail? It's a sooty tail. Mousy, you want to say hi? Are you purring? Oh, give me chicken, please. I need chicken. You're a good kitty. Really good mouse. She and B were just sleeping all day on the couch and on the heat mat because it was freezing this morning. Even at like 2 p.m. it was still cold and it warmed up for like 2 hours. Confirmed Gallus is a furry. What? Real. This one's pads. That's so cute, but the flat faces oddly freak me out. I don't know why. Okay. Shouldn't have nerfed Dino? I completely disagree. He destroyed all the other tanks. That's not good. Go Cyclops too? Yeah, they should. They're not going to, which will be disappointing. But he'll get some slap on the wrist, right? Little mouse. Hey. We try to avoid an insta-loss. The teams are already assembled in Sydney, waiting to fire out of the slop cannon at our games. But they really got to find, the the last 6 tweakers outside of Woolworths who just got home to play Rivals before passing out that is still on. Here we go. Meow. Meow. Tail goes back up. You're leaving fluff everywhere. Fluff.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
You just looking for a lap?
I've seen
Wee
wonders out there in
86.
the cosmos few humans will ever behold.
Is it closest to Ramatra and Rivals?
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Emma. Is a cat? They're supposed to drop fluff. Oh, thanks. Are you just rowing? Are you rowing at me? At me, pat me. What's your little chin? She's just purring and purring. Magneto? No, Magneto's Sigma. Emma would be the Ram equivalent. I'm more thinking of the form. Has a shield, has form. Ult is like tick damage over time. Probably the most similar you can get. Rogue is most similar in ult. But she doesn't have a shield. She doesn't have a slow. Her whole like base kit is kind of not really Ram. I was just rubbing all her fluff. All her chest fluff. She was doing the thing where she just like, the head goes in the air. She's like, yeah. BG no skill tank. What is with no one's playing tank, bro. You should do it. On to deadlock I go then. Like
Round 1.
Winning isn't always about hitting harder.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds.
she's crazy. Deadlock time. Anyone want to sneak into Eternity Games accidentally? Somehow the matchmaker keeps putting me there. I will say, those are the best games. Why does our Billy have egg? Because it was fine till you noticed it.
3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry, what? Magneto is a beta male. Calling a Holocaust survivor beta is crazy. Bro! Oh, great. If it isn't hydrogen bomb. Look at him go. Hit that right click, King. I love how dumb he looks with that skin with the helmet.
New follower.
I should have pressed shift. No way. Cease and desist. Oh my delicate.
Come back, we lost 2.
I can't say that. Oh, thanks for the follow, Virgin69. Appreciate you, bro. Mod him. You know what? How was that not taken? I'm gonna last long in this chat. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You know what? Who the fuck is Jack? C and D, let me crack. It's alright, maybe 7 cycles of my form will work. I'm deceased. Guys, I fear I'm gonna have to play something with a firearm.
I'm not ready to give up yet.
Actually, you know what? We got White Fox.
Can you play Cloak, Loki?
Now might be a good time to stop them.
In theory, I'm the only thing that should die. I get better at this game than you were the first streamer I found. I'm so glad I'm the first streamer Virgin69 found. You came to the wrong place. This guy is bronze. What?
Woke up, woke up, woke up, woke up.
All I did was end my form and not shift. There's a lot going on. Oh. Where are you going? I forgot about that buff. That would have killed her. That buff makes her self-healing better because the AoE was buffed and the direct lowered. So her self-heal... I noticed that immediately. That is not fun.
Can we touch? Can you touch? Can you touch? Can you touch? Go right side, go right side, go right side.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Is he banned? He is. Give me that.
As long as there's still something worth fighting for, I'll be on the front lines.
The uphill fight is not good for the nervous system.
It's really good. It's really good. You can out first, Luna. Cloak.
Mouse with a grumpy meow. I heard it.
Incoming.
It's now or never. Stop them.
I will first. I will first.
Oh!
Good cancel.
Leave.
Cloak,
Okay.
We can't do. No, too late.
Oh. Guess the crew worked. We are just getting walked and that's it.
Look, do you play support?
I always come back.
Here I come. Okay, bro. I can't think of a reason to use my Spider-Man ultimate when the enemy White Fox has used a TP on the ulting Star-Lord in front of everyone.
Current score is 0-3.
I think all the games tonight were just thrown at me to tilt me. Holy fuck, bro.
You'll need a top-notch.
It might be deadlock time. Yeah. Alright, old reliable. Jesus Christ.
No matter the cost.
Thoughts on Rocket this minute? Yeah, good. Selfish, please. We all want to win. Who are they talking to? Gallus is having the same glitch as that Redditor where he can't control where his teammates go. I didn't know Bucky could fly. He can.
30 seconds before you
It's just Spider-Man. Oh, this is so funny, bro. Is this live or pre-recorded?
It's just been thrust into darkness.
Worse, it's AI.
Kinda makes me wish I hadn't given Steve his shield back.
Don't worry, I've got got you covered in that department.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I subscribe just because you're using perfection. Thank you, Insanity. It's pre-recorded AI. No, he doesn't get out on 1 health, bro. Come on. Where's his solo spotty ult? Okay. Is this why you keep saying free message limit reached every night at 10:30? Bro. Can't keep up with heals, W Adam. Oh, I'm sorry that our solo Venom died. I can't keep up with heals is the effect that happens when you're losing a fight because people start dying. That's what happens. Welcome to the game, bro. Wonderful.
That's much better. Anyone willing to help? I'm ready to put on a show. Disappear!
Only 60 seconds left.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
I did that. Where did he put him, bro? Jesus. You dying off point as Venom? Can't keep up with the heals. Thank you, War Bananas.
Anyone willing to help?
Alright, I need to go less. I need to be able to hit tanks if I'm gonna be the one on card, bro. I need to refill my heals, bro.
Buddy behind.
Oh! That dude tank!
1 point, 2 points. Adam took a point.
Clearly you needed some help.
Behind. Adam.
I am ready to put on a show. Shields up. Disappear.
Please rage him. It did.
Only 60 seconds left.
Jesus.
Checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Being really tired. Good night, Gallus. Turns into a potato and rolls away. Zinky, thanks for stopping by tonight. Good night. What the f- I feel like I just get flashbangs. This game's actually just... the For You page. Did what I could.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
Can we look for early Venimo?
This spot requires attention.
Halfway to res. Ow, my delicate... S5, thank you for stopping by, bro. Have a good one. Hog Chuckle booming back as peak. What a shadow nerf. Why does the system exist now?
Only 60 seconds left. That's much better.
Oh.
Anyone can do this. It's you, Herbie. So close. This is your big chance.
Great.
That's all.
Oh! He actually got put down.
I am ready to put on a show.
Damage doing, help him. Can kill her, please. Focus doing.
The final 10 seconds.
Armed and dangerous! Born again!
No there yet. Going to overtime.
You're C9ing, stay on point. Ping behind you.
Whew.
The current score is 3-2-3.
The OCE stack of doom.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I will bring peace to this universe, no matter the cost.
Pay you like $10 to watch a match and tell me what I'm doing wrong? Honestly? I mean, yeah. I want to play pun. I'm not getting off Adam after this buff into those hitboxes, bro. Least stressful Adam game.
Round 3, go!
To lost souls, like a shepherd tends to his flock.
Is Bacon not on Torch?
30 seconds before you attack.
Are you making him learn Torch?
You move with such stealth.
I was doing a Cyclops game. I know he's probably not helping the game, but he's so much fun.
Currently, I'm
I like him.
interested in fighting against our common foes. When this battle is won, grant me the honor of besting you in combat. You'll have to let this mom stretch first, but then you're on. The battle starts in
I'll help stretch that mom.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Jesus.
I'll take a cosmic milkshake and fighting vampires.
Helen Namor.
No bubble.
Just want to buy weighted shots and Spellbreaker, bro.
Can't see it, yeah. Think and die, think and die. I'm on point, I'm on point.
I feel like getting wailed on by an Iron Fist and then I tap her in the head and she's instantly back at full is probably not an acceptable level of healing to have in the game.
Going to overtime.
Large TB detected.
No way.
I'm in the Discord. Where should I post the replay code?
Fair point.
I need it now.
Fair point. Punish.
Shields up. I am ready to put on a show.
No, don't fully heal him. No, bro. It was a bad res. I feel like I had to do it there, bro, because Venom died so early.
Hella one behind you. Hella one behind.
No, oh my god!
Good point. Bottom. You're fine. Kill hook. The forward one. Kill the thing.
No way, we got that. He's healed. I just got exploded through Soulbond, bro. Fuck, man. Oh my god, remove Portal Recontest from the game, please. Season 8.5. Strange is still just a recontest bot.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I will bring peace to this universe, no matter the cost.
Yeah, let's come watch you.
Round 4.
Where there is evil in this universe, I will be there to balance it.
Do you play Emma?
I'm in the Discord. Where should I post the replay code? Rate My Play of the Game is probably a good channel.
Well, you don't? Yeah, play some other shit then. That's what I'm saying.
Well, look who's back to save the entire Flarkin universe.
I'll be that hard.
Gang.
I guess sarcasm is my default setting. You are gonna save the universe, though, right?
Can't be that hard, bro. Yeah, just like every time I pick up Emma for a game.
5, 4, 3, 1.
Some uninvited guests.
Wonderful. These two creatures.
Think line. One.
Nice.
Hold up. Look at things. Please for the safety. Hold on.
Oh my god, man. What? What? Oh! Where are you going?
We have a charity case in the chat.
Die of Chud.
Spider-Man gone. Spider-Man on you? We don't have anything.
He needs a bailout.
Just come back, Emma, just come back. This space is fine.
Probably just do this now. My god, it went off. Bro.
I am ready to put on a show.
Nice. I'm gonna ult first. I ult first. Let's go up. Let's go up. Come up. Come up. Come up. Come up. They don't want support. Nice.
Oh! 74 seconds without self-res. It's gonna be an overtime.
Only 60 seconds left.
Wonderful.
Luna ult. Luna ult. Luna ult. Luna ult. Luna.
Jesus.
Burn, thing. Think it die.
Oh, bro, hit that jump. Yeah. That's probably it.
The time entanglement is a vexing problem.
Jesus, tonight's a nightmare.
Final score: 3, 2, 4.
Last advice was probably the best thing I needed to hear. I think I've been getting more and more tilted these last few matches. What's the last advice? Big ankles, even a slight angle, make a world of difference. High ground combo ults, and most important to be true. That's definitely it for tonight. Okay, Virgin 69, let's have a look at your game. Thanks for playing. I'm coughing up blood.
GG.
GG Clubsy, bro. Okay, where is your... link? Honey Leanne. Okay. Thanks for plugging that one, Virgin. Where I do it? Match replays. Nice. Let's see.
Prediction complete.
Okay, we're looking at Virgin 69's VOD. That'll definitely be the last game of the night we just played. I got Sandman Concept Dakota. Do I put it here or DC? What? DC. Well, you meant oh, do I put it here or disconnect? I'm like, yeah, bro, leave. Goodbye. Mm-hmm.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Star-Lord. Alright, spectating. I think bronze.
You seen them? They're kind of my only friends.
I'm silver 1. I'm silver 1. Thank you again, honey. Sorry, do I call you honey or virgin? That's great. Thank you again. I didn't actually know. I didn't thank you for the first time. Thank you for the gifted and for the tip. Thank you. Thank you, virgin.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm in Discord. Put it in the Discord.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
This might not have been a comp match. Whatever you want. I don't mind. Yeah, it's not comp. All right, interesting. I like this from... Alright, basically what you're doing here, this is fine. Probably feels intuitive on Star-Lord, but yes, he's good. He's good on the side, not on main with the rest of his team. That's what he's for. That's why he's mobile. Okay. Hold on, let me see a bit. Whoa, whoa! Hold the phone! He's getting healed. Do you recognize this here? Oh my god. How do you feel about that one, chat? Okay. This is interesting to me. Because you can get away with this in silver. So it probably... Maybe it is actually fine to do sometimes. I don't think so, though. Okay, main thing here is aim would have gotten you through this. Like, better aim. Not that that won't improve over time. More shots on the target. That'll come with time. Good thing I will say is through all this committing to the target, you are staying on the one target. A lot of people will switch target, especially with healing going out. This will make them completely useless and ineffective. If you had help, he would have died. But the main thing that got me going once this started was right here. Okay, right here. You actually start all of this, like pretty much everything about starting this fight actually went really well. All of this is really good, right? But now I can see it because I can see through walls, but it's also the start of the game, so you will have a bit of a vibe. Also, you're a fast character. These are probably the first people on point, meaning the entire enemy team is behind them. And I liked you starting to shoot here, but the plan should be here is that you start shooting to draw their attention and essentially look for if any of them mess up or stay in and take too much damage, then you can commit on a kill. But you also need to be aware of these guys coming in because they will see and hear you shooting. But instead, what you do is once you start shooting, you walk forward. So you're out of the cover that you had from the remaining 3 people who were potentially coming in. Now they're not all on the ground and it's quick play. They're taking a while. But then you go in, right? Because of this cover usage, right? Here as well. Like you stop here for a bit. So like you get it. Because of this cover usage, you have all your cooldowns. And the value you get if you leverage cover like that and the off angle like that is that people will be at a disadvantage or disproportionately lose cooldowns, health, whatever, and you'll still be at full, which means if they're now half health here, you have all your cooldowns and you're in cover to finish them off, meaning you can use some of your stuff, kill them, and then get out for free. Like you seem to sort of get it, but it's probably going to be a theme.
You follow.
You just hold W at him. Like he's out. Cyclops, if you don't know Cyclops' kit, his shift is he flies backwards, basically, and knocks a target away with his beam. It sends him like 40 meters away. 40 in-game meters is literally like twice the size at this point. It's ridiculous. So once he flies away, that's kind of like you got that for free without using a cooldown. and you are now running in front of... Now the enemy tanks have initiated into the fight. The Venom just hit you with an ability. Now you can fly out, but you fly deeper instead. Now, because it's silver, you get away with this. So, I'm going to say don't do it. Because you should probably learn the right thing to do. You didn't hear it from me, but if you decide to do something like this, it's best that you make it work. It would be nice to get the kill, but look, man. He's being beamed by a Jeff. He's probably not dying. Ruben, how's it going? This is fine. Yell, this is fine. Blah, blah, blah. I think you didn't notice Jeff. Jeff's great target here. Yeah. Sure? Okay. Yeah. Hey, you got a kill. I take it. At this point, let me just back up and watch the kill feed. I'm probably going too slowly so we can get through the whole block. Liz, sleep well. Say goodnight to Liz, chat. That counts as one clip, true. Past this point, enemy team is, I don't know. They're just not contesting. What the fuck is going on? I stand corrected. Spidey's in. Venom's 1v1ing. I bet you this is an ego duel. There was a dead punny. Okay. You guys are kind of closing out this fight, is what it looks like. But Yumanta's could die. She does, but you get 2 kills right then. So this is now like cleanup. So everything here is like whatever. You did flip back to main, which sometimes concerns me. But yeah. Like you get him low, you press E, you sort of get the flow of things. Like when you get him that low on Star-Lord, yeah, you press E and just spit on him. Because he's going to dive and he's going to be hard to hit. Really appreciate this like, a lot. Oh, it's fine. I wonder what your... Do you feel like your sensitivity is high or low? Mouse, meow. Actually, Elite, kind of unlucky. I like this here. Because in terms of all your like use of your kit so far, this was pretty tight. Like, I can see you're like still getting the hang of it. But in terms of chasing a target, this is probably the most camera movement. I think when you were chasing the Cyclops, he was pretty much in front of you the whole time. But you turn around and snap to the Spider-Man pretty well. Like, this is alright. He also gets hit. He's purple, which means he's weakened, which means he takes more damage. That's from the thing. And spinning on him here was perfectly fine, to be honest. Unfortunate he gets out. I think he got some heals. Yeah. It was pretty fine. I think here, you can tell as well. Here, when you chase here, not necessary. There's 3 people looking at you. You will die. Thankfully they missed most of their shots. Mouse, what? Meow. Feed me chicken. Heretic? I got that from Jeff. Just crossing over main there. You kind of just did that because it was like, damn, he got out and you wanted to see. You just wanted to keep it up, basically. I can see what, like, you're trying to keep the momentum going. But, you kind of just charge out onto the main area where everyone is. And you're a squishy hero. So that could get you killed a lot of times.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Also, if you have Rocket Team Up, remember to place it because you can play more aggressively with it. Yes. The Rocket Team Up, your C puts a little thing down that you can teleport back to when you press it again. So, but the stuff like when you dove the Cyclops at the start could be okay if you have the teleport to get out, if you want to dive super aggressively. That was... Oh, hello! Get your face melted off. This is kind of elite. No notes. Oh my... Whoa. Francis. What happened, bro? He turned around. Turn the piano on because mouse might walk on it. Virgin 69 is him. Wait, this is actually kind of elite. Oh my god! Okay, what do I want to add to this? Guang Guang. Meow. Guang Guang, hello? Okay, we're gonna reload the replay. Don't really hate any of it so far for a new player. Yeah, to be honest. Like, yeah, this is stuff to improve on, but I wouldn't overdo it. Like, I think the main thing so far for me is, like, I think you probably have chased stuff a bit too hard. Like, that would be the thing to improve on, I'd say. I think your target focus is good. Like, you're not switching targets weirdly or anything. Like, you understand you can chase down the Jeff and you do and you get him. Played console lobbies a year and a half ago, Ramatra and Lifeweaver. That could be why I have difficulty with mouse aiming. That's alright. Okay. Yeah. You don't have to be over-reliant on your spin. Like, there, I think you understood, or maybe you did once you started taking damage, but you needed to back up because the whole team was coming back. But Venom's got a big hitbox, so don't be afraid to just left-click him. Okay. Yeah. Is this where you got the Jeff already? No. Here. Okay. So, from where you are... How does this flow again? Yeah, okay. They're all split. They don't really have a front line or tank on main. On, like, the main lane. Like this door. You go peek through. Could be risky there. Don't hate it so far for, yeah, Silver. But, like, this here, I feel like you punish all of what they're doing here really well. Like, you just beam the Jeff immediately. This was really good. Right, the Punisher here. Only thing I would change is... Oh my god, I got scared when you flipped forward into the Punisher shotgun. Because he could one-tap you here. But he's also scared of the thing. And panicked and turned. And you take him out, which is good. In terms of how the DPS and navigating the fights, you're doing better than he is. Like, way better. And this, just the rest of this is just like cleaning up the fight now. This is all good. At this point, if you die, it doesn't matter. So this is kind of whatever, but this was kind of like, okay. He got you to 25 and then you kept going forward and flipped forward. He could just kill you. He could have killed you on the right there as well, but you got healed. Mouse. Okay, anything to add here? I think the rest is fine. Like, in general, you're playing aggressively ahead of the objective. All of that is good. Like, you're protecting the objective, the space in front of it. Like, I feel like I don't need to explain this because I'm seeing it in action. But the space ahead of the objective you have is really important because the enemy team is going to have to fight you for that space, and then you can pull back to the objective and still have it. Instead of you take the fight on the objective, and if they win that, you then lose it immediately. Yes, bro. She keeps meowing. Meow, where you going? Meow, meow. It's like you warmed up after the first couple fights. This is good. Why is a res peak in there, bro? Let's... Yeah, this is great. Yep. Oh my god! Like, Star-Lord's also really good at this, so you're using him well. Like, the enemy team is pushing a little bit split, right? So this fragmented front line, you just keep going back and forth across it and catching people alone, and they die. Like... Yeah, pushing forward. Like, I don't have notes. This is good. Okay. I think you feel pretty confident at this point, so you just do it anyway. You can see... Yep. Teammate there, teammate there. Only thing that really scares me here is Venom. Cyclops could burst you really quickly. I would be more scared of that hero, but the players of Cyclops aren't going to be that good in Silver. They're gonna miss a lot and not have good awareness, blah, blah, blah. You've got the thing with you. To be honest, I think you just do a little damage to one of them and spin, and then fly out if it doesn't go well. But, like, you're already, like, rolling them, so you can just go for it, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, fine. Only thing I would have changed is just shoot them a little bit more beforehand. Like, one of them, just so you confirm the kill. Because, like, this is risky. There's 3 of them there. So if you get one of them low, get the kill, immediately fly out, it's, like, free. This was the match with the given sensitivities? Holy shit.
Let's try this again.
Nice. To be honest, like, for the team you're against, you're playing way better. Yeah. I haven't had to say anything about ults yet because you don't even need them.
This is what the professor trained me for since I was
Saying good night to Liz. Okay. You end up on Invis, right?
Get ready.
My roommate walked in, so I had no audio cues during the entirety of round 3.
You know, out. I'm trying to build my brand. This looks like a gig for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Probably go a bit faster, so I feel like my voice is getting sore. But also, that was the last game, so I should end stream soon.
3, 2, 1.
So maybe I'll do round 2 quick, and then... Or maybe round 2 is more important because you lose audio.
This isn't exactly the homecoming I was hoping for, but it'll do.
I don't know if I should be spacing out the flight for going back from spawn. Any Star-Lord enthusiasts know if there's a... Hold on, let me see. Probably not. If you notice, the fuel pauses before regenerating. So if you space it out, you are min-maxing for the fuel to not refill. So I would use it all out of spawn and then let it fully refill, probably. Holy shit! Okay, just so we're clear. You're probably aware this is quick play, so I don't know how much you care. probably aware. You're aware this is quick play. Okay, so you go and stand here to shoot them. In theory, fine, because you're on the side of them. In terms of just shooting them, that's fine, right? But
You follower.
this is the door the entire enemy team comes through. Again, you're faster than most, so you're probably there first, meaning you've only seen 2. So there are 4 missing people, and this is the main door, and the only thing they will see is Star-Lord standing still. Yeah. Jesus, thanks for the follow, bro. And Alsa, thank you. Hold on. Hold on. I kind of like that. In terms of just going on a target. I don't mind any of this. You clear the space from the Venom who was on you. Threaten her off point. Immediately return back to your assault when you get low. Like, all of that was good. Yeah. I think just because your team low point, you cap it, but it's also quick play. Like, kind of who gives a fuck. But, yeah. Okay. Low on fuel. So in terms of zipping around to stall, this is going to be, you're just going to be face tanking hits with your HP, but you can flip. Thing is in though, this is actually winnable now. I would have spun there just because things slammed and you can hit everyone, but they C and D ult anyway, so past that, it's like, what can you do? Don't need to spin, it's kind of whatever. You're not winning that. Yeah. At that point, it would have just been, if you could fly out, great. Otherwise, just die. Like.
Let's try this again. Teleportation time.
Oh my god, there it is. Spawn! Leave the spawn room! Alright, you guys are down 1. But let's see what you do. Okay, you're down 2. Okay, you're down 3. Running it down. Oh boy. I've done this before. No way it opened. That's actually okay. Just to be clear, this is okay. Takeaway from first point was, I think, be scared. Be aware of how hard you chase a target. Just like the holding W thing. And I think the other thing is more so just taking in the actual like information that you have in terms of like, where is the enemy team? So because Star-Lord's mobile, there is quite a bit of in and out with him. Kind of probably going to need to build a habit, if this is a hero you want to play, of assessing where people are. So when you're out, a quick look to see, you know, where the teammates are or whatever, and trying to keep track of who's alive and who's dead. Just so you know, if I go out this way, my team's over there, probably fighting a tank. Backline's going to be over here. You can have a general map in your head as sort of where people are and keeping tabs on people, because that'll be really important, because you're mobile and you're supposed to go for targets and try to isolate them if you can, or draw them away. And in this situation, you TP'd out as your team is getting crushed. You are 1v6ing, I believe, unless there's not someone else. There's a Frank. Sorry. That's not Frank Castle, there's an Ankh. Alright. This is 1v6. You could be just going to die, but you could have flown away. No way you get rezzed. Do not fly back in. You were eating. You were eating. Roommate walked in. Roommate giving top. Oh, this is fine. You guys just need to regroup. Oh. Genuinely, like, because this is quick play, like, go for it. Like, if you want to run and see if you can get kills like this, fine. It's not bad to practice. Because if you can get some confidence in making plays like that is great to have in your toolkit. Right now, no, don't do it right now. No one's in. You're just going to run in and die. They have a Moon Knight and Invis. It's a pretty nice selection.
Can't keep me down for long.
Okay. Also, like, if you do have the team up a lot, doing stuff like that is possible. Like, you can get reps in, like, if you want to try that. If you want to try, like, hero plays like this, timing is a bit off. Like, if you get one pick, getting out would be the most important thing, because your team will group before C&D respawns, and then you can walk 6v5. But if you have the team up here, you can do this a lot. Like, you can just see if you can try and one-clip someone, maybe E to finish them off, and then TP out. Like, you could have done that here.
Can't keep me down.
Will you ult? You probably know this already, but like pretty much the thing about DPS ults is the enemy sup ults are going to be what sets the pace. So if they have them and you ult, they're just going to counter with an ult. Use that at your, you know, discretion or peril or whatever. If you know they have an ult and you know they're going to counter, but you want to get it out with whatever hero you are, then ult so that they ult. Otherwise, you know, you're going to get countered. They don't have anything here, so this is probably excellent for the QP lobby. You're the only one out and everyone's looking at you, so you might get shot down, but I don't know if they'll be able to hit you at this rank. We'll see. Nice. Yep, 2. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I don't know why your Moon Knight altered. Yeah, great, cool. I will say... Let me see exactly how it happens. I think they push because you ult. It seems pretty obvious. You can do ults like this on Starlord, because if you ult to draw attention, you have the flight, you have the flips. You can survive a bit if that is kind of your plan with the ult, just to get people to look at you. That is a play you can make. I think ideally for like if you want to climb ranked, I would try to be doing lethal ults, but that is a thing you can do. Yeah, everyone goes in with you, which is great. You can see the effect it has, like when you're ulting and people are going in. So ideally in reverse, it would be your tank's going in and then you pop it. Or something like that. You know, someone's just gotten their attention and then you ult and it creates all this chaos and you will get kills. This is just cleanup, silly, whatever. I will say for like, if you're waiting for the enemy team to come back, like I said, especially because you're a fast hero, they're going to come through here. If they don't show up here for a while and you start getting the where the f are they, it means they took the portal or walked really wide and didn't take portal, but people go to the portal. You'll see them go to the portal from here. So pretty much you want to hold here because either they come here or they go in the portal and you see them. Also, it's impossible to get through a choke point in this game because especially you guys have Moon Knight and that hero is a choke point farmer. You kind of just, yeah, you want to hold where it's hard for them to push through. Sitting on point is like sitting duck, blah, blah, blah. Also not the space in front of the point, but we talked about that earlier. Is that evasion or misclick? Maybe. Well, this is fine. It's easier for me to say I think you're respecting them too much here. You know there's at least one off the side. You just went past Adam. You're chasing Wanda. She used a thing. I like chasing this. She starts getting help. I think you respect her a little too much, but you could be expecting Adam to turn for you. Because you've gone deeper for other stuff so far. But all of this is fine. I think you may be flying a bit too far. Now when Punisher shows up, I think that's your signal to be like, oh. There's Wanda on the front. There's now 2 subs and you saw them on the front. And there's a Punisher on your side. So you could potentially like vanish like that if they all shoot you. Yeah, you die. Yeah. We're not done in the same spot. Yeah, it's just the situational awareness. I think this will just help you make decisions more so like if you remind yourself when not a lot is happening, just who's alive, who's where. I think they probably won that round of the Punisher role. And he was up top fighting someone. And because you're fast, you could have just gone there and helped finish him off. Because your whole team was up after you took point. But there was 3, so I didn't want a 1v3. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fine. I think that assessment is fine.
I was rebuilt to be a weapon, but now I'm...
Alright, I'll do this one a bit quicker because you don't have... you got a list?
I keep finding the worst parts.
What do you mean?
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
You guys call for the cavalry?
My
Yeah, I think kind of it repeats itself a lot. But all of this is like technically fine, but because you're fast, you're often the first one to poke their head out, which might mean you're the first person to get seen by maybe everyone on the enemy team. So just be wary of that when you start doing stuff at the start of a round. Yeah, this was gonna happen. You don't have sound. So I think your awareness / you're being talked to. So like at this point, I don't know how much of this is helpful. But like you are in a 180 degree cone in front of you. There are enemy people with angles on you. So when you turn here and walk further, there are people right on your right who are looking down at you, shooting at you, and you get popped. Like a cue for who you're coaching next. I did this on request. I don't usually do this. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I make this a regular thing?
I'm back, baby.
I've done the casting and stuff. I get the game.
The mission area is yours.
We did it! Awesome.
Depends a lot on chat because I only stream 3 times a week. Jesus Christ, what is happening, bro? Okay, you don't have sound. Dog's breakfast. I don't know how much I want to add to this. Whole team's running in. This is more of a desperate fight and you don't have sound. You coming in with sound, it was a ranked game. I would have said maybe if you saw the Atom on the edge, this is the perfect target for you, especially where you're coming in. He's helpless. Like, he's your target. It's tempting to run into the mix with everyone else and just press E with your stuff. I'd probably do it with an alt, otherwise you might explode in a situation like that. And yeah, they Cyclops ult. Everything else is kind of fine. I think the movement there was pretty good. If you were if you were higher health, that would have been good. You used the cover, peeked out of the back line, flew back immediately to the portal. Like, you kind of get it. You see what the strengths of the hero are, and you use them pretty well. It was just the health, and your whole team was dead, but, you know, whatever. Meow. I need to feed the cat. Alright, what I missed. Nice. Round 2 is probably where I needed the most help. Yeah, I don't know how much I can realistically add to this, because it's like, yeah, I think, especially if you're newer to the game, when you lose sound or whatever, or like your attention's pulled by something else, it's like, it probably feels like you have no idea what you're dying to. Like, genuinely. Like, especially something like Wanda. I don't know, man. It's like, if my headphones are off, I probably start noticing I'm actually getting hit by her when I'm on like 30 health, and then I'm dead. Gallus should review my games and glaze my phantom, he thinks. I don't know about that. I think, yeah, I think really just like assess your surroundings in between, like when you're picking targets and getting out. This will involve also tracking ults, but that's probably for later down the line. But I wouldn't focus on too much at once. It's pretty much, yeah, the situational awareness, really. I think most of everything else is pretty good, especially for your level. Yeah, you dove the Cyclops really hard. Could have been fine if you had the team up and ready. Otherwise, what you were doing was fine until you just held W. I don't think you need to hold W in a lot of these situations. Like when you chase that Spider-Man on main on this round. And other than that, yeah, just reassessing your surroundings. Like, when was the Punisher ult? End of the round? Like here, yeah. Yeah, you know the Punisher's there. Everyone's sort of on... I know you kind of want to hold point and you see your team doing their thing on point or whatever. But you do have the freedom to do your own thing on a mobile hero like this. That's kind of like... Sure, whatever, Wanda, blah, blah, blah. Right, around here... Yeah, you poke again, and then you decide to dip, because you're like, yeah, I think there's 3 there. I think if all of that was fine, right around here is when you want to be looking at Punisher, and because he starts shooting you, that's like, okay, I get out. But you went back to Wanda. And I think all of this sort of stems from like, yeah, Punisher was up top. You don't have to kill him. But knowing he's there and how you're going to play, like... Don't want to overanalyze this. Sure, if Rocket goes up and starts fighting him, he's crazy. What the fuck? But your team's playing around point. Best thing you could have done is try to force the Punisher out. Even if you don't manage to kill him, if he has to leave, that's also great. You do run into their team here. This could have been worse. You decide not to fight it because it's 1v3, which is absolutely fine. Yep, cool. Punisher starts shooting you. I think you should have gotten out at this point. So yeah, you could have tried to force Punisher out. Barring that, do assess the rest of what you're doing, knowing that he's there. So you went here to skirmish this fight. The moment he starts shooting you, even if you wanted to skirmish that fight with him up there, probably really risky. Even if you went to do it, respect that he's there, or remember that he's there, because when he starts shooting you, you just go harder on the Wanda. The moment he started shooting you, I would have just gone back to point, because you were sort of thinking about staying there with them anyway, and you're probably aware that they're staying there anyway. So the one other thing you could have done this fight, instead of, you know, Punisher's the last guy and we can clean him up, is to not overextend, and instead stay with where your team wants to defend. I do so little damage from distance, I can't do much than poking. That's 100% true. Yeah. Star-Lord's fall off is really bad. I think it's the talking. Since I typically blast music and hear in game, 15% of the multitasking is what killed this round for me. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Alright, I think that's probably all I can add to this one at this point. Plus, I'm tired now. That's way past. I should end stream. Thanks for sending that in, Virgin69. I hope that was helpful. Alright, TikTok, I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. I'll be back on Wednesday. Wednesday will be a short stream as always. Otherwise, thank you for the love tonight. Good night. See you, TikTok. YouTube, I'm also doing the same to you guys. I'd like to hear your opinions on VODs for sure. I'll think about it because that was pretty. I enjoyed that. Time I put my ult was when my roommate walked in. It's crazy. I usually stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Right now it's Monday 11 p.m. for me. I usually stream about 5:30 p.m. Wednesdays the stream is short. Usually I only record a bit of content or do one other thing and then end the stream. And I do variety at the start of the others. Alright, YouTube, thanks for the love tonight. See you, Blue. See you, Rage.